JKLIVE, powered by.
Unlock your horizons with our payments and collections, vehicle and asset financing, unsecured bid bonds, and so much more.
That's right, JKLIVE, powered by Stanbic Bank. Now, listen to this. As the best SME bank in all of Africa, it is not business as usual at Stanbic Bank. Yes, indeed. We're fueling business growth with a simplified banking experience, trade finance solutions, and also working capital loans. At Stanbic Bank, we pride in providing innovative solutions that keep your businesses current and up to date, while keeping your staff protected with a wide range of insurance solutions. Get front row access to competitive rates for Forex trading with real-time market intelligence and research. Unlock new horizons for your business growth with Stanbic Bank today. Stanbic Bank, your business partner for growth. Back on the bench, folks. The bench is on fire today. Young Kenyans trying to get jobs in the Middle East. And in the end, you've heard this story, they are horror stories, they end up getting conned. By the way, how long were you in Thailand?
I was in Thailand for 4 months.
4 months? What were you doing?
Okay, I was being forced to scam the US, but now...
You were being forced to do what?
To scam the real agents of US.
Yeah, scam them how?
Okay.
Take your time, man. I want to hear this.
Okay. What we were doing, we were being given a certain criteria and strategy on how to scam them. Like, for example, the first day, okay, they had like 7-day strategy. The first day you have to like send greetings. You're searching for them because they have specific website where you look for them. There are so many of them. So the second day you pretend like you are a rich man, you are buying an expensive house so that you can try to trap this guy to fall into a trap. Like for me, I had my own script. I used to introduce myself like as a person who like imports vehicle and also imports medical equipment. And also I had a farm in Alabama which exported cotton, and also a farm, a ranch in Texas which I exported dairy farm. So after that introduction, now I introduce something called crypto, and that's where now we get to trap them. So after introducing crypto, and the conversation goes on, now if the conversation goes on, that means that this guy knows that you're doing crypto, and you will be able now to trap that guy. Now going forward, you build friendship with this person. We had something called character. We are not using the real names that our names. So what we used to do, we go to Instagram, search for people who like are rich, and they have posted a lot of photos and pictures in restaurants, with vehicles, and yeah, so you can see the people who look rich. So you download all the photos and also keep on checking what are the pictures that they are posting each and every day, so that you can use them. Now,
so you are basically a con man.
No, I'm not a con man. That is not something that I've...
It sounds like a con man to me, man.
No, personally, I'm not a con man because I've never stole anything from anyone. I've never thought that I could do such a thing. I was only doing that just to find a way coming back home, because there was no other way coming back home.
And then you ended up in Myanmar. How?
Okay, I met these agents. They were
not Kenyan.
Okay, sorry.
Kenyan.
Yeah, Kenyan. Before leaving Kenya, I met these 3 agents. They had a very powerful script of convincing me that Thailand has the best jobs. And explaining myself what I've studied and my skills, they told me that I fit the jobs. So they ordered me to like pay the money that I was supposed to be paying.
How much did you pay?
I paid 200,000 shillings.
What?
200,000 shillings.
To go to Thailand?
Yeah, to go to Thailand.
Where did you get the 200,000 shillings?
I have been saving for the year because I've been hustling here and there, and I I had an interest of going outside to for greener pastures, because in Kenya I've hustled a lot and my problems have been escalating more. So I thought maybe going outside could have lessened my problems.
Where are these guys now, these agents?
They are here. When I landed Kenya, because they feared if I come back home, I'll track them.
Yeah.
But now when I landed Kenya, they closed their offices, and one of them even deleted a Telegram account, WhatsApp account. They went offline. I only remained with one whom I was interacting with directly with M-Pesa messages and everything. Now they're here in Kenya, just wamejificha. But I know after all, the law will catch up with them.
Did you get any of the money back, the 200,000?
I haven't gotten any.
How do you live? I mean, how are you able to, are you working?
No, I'm surviving with friends right now, those lawyer friends who had my story and understood what I went through. They have been supporting me, and I've been trying to locate my money back, and also compensation for the pain that I went through in Myanmar. But now it has taken long, but still I know justice will prevail.
Would you want to go back out again, out of the country?
I can, but in a genuine way.
In a genuine way.
Yep.
Folks, just stand by a minute. We've been talking about the assassination of Kasipondo, Member of Parliament, right? Kasipul. Where are we? Kasipul, Member of Parliament. We are live at, where are we? Lee Funeral Home. Is Emmanuel Toh there? Emmanuel, what's the latest?
Well, thank you very much, Jeff. The body has just been moved from the Nairobi hospital to the Lee Funeral Home, where it will be preserved as we await further pronouncements and directions with the funeral arrangements and all of the other activities that follow after that unfortunate incident. And of course, some members of parliament have been the ones who escorted the body of the member of Kasipul, Ochieng Were, Charles Ongondo Were, and of course they have been here since around 8 p.m. And the situation is still unraveling. I've seen some of the top security officials led by the DCI director, Mohamed Amin, and of course some other officers who have been conducting some investigations, getting the details of what really transpired, and they have been here trying to understand what happened at around 7:30 p.m. today at the city mortuary, around about just a few meters from the Lee Funeral Home where the body has been brought. But from some chit-chat that I had with some of the members of parliament who have been here, they have not been allowed to speak to the media so far. But from the comments, but from the comments that we have received, we are being told that they are ready to speak to us in just a few minutes. But what we know is that he was being driven in his Royal Saloon vehicle at the roundabout when an assailant came, just alighted from a motorbike and shot about 6 rounds that were aimed at him, which ended killing him on the spot. And so we are here. We hope we can get a comment from some of the members of parliament and, of course, update you, Jeff. Back to you.
All right, Emmanuel Toh joining us live there from Lee Funeral Home. And what's going to happen from now, Emmanuel? What's going to happen going forward?
Well, we're just waiting for a statement, an official statement from the family, and of course the members of parliament who are here because he was a serving member of parliament. He was actually leaving parliament at around 7 p.m. after 2 cabinet secretaries appeared. That is the cabinet secretary Musalem Davadi and the CS for road David Churchill. So we are just trying to get a chance to speak to them. There is a lot of restriction. Remember, this is still an active situation. So we hope that we will be getting a comment in just less than 5 minutes. So let's just get ready with that and then get back to you, Jeff.
All right, Emmanuel. So keep us posted if you get any fresh news or breaking news. Please let us know, and we'll be able to tell our audience. Thanks so much, folks. At the same time, back to our conversation. Young Kenyans conned into getting jobs overseas. Vincent Mbaka has just joined us, and he's the chairman of the Kenya Association of Private Employment in Kenya. Vincent,
yes, sir.
You're listening to these stories, huh?
Yes, I am.
These are just so disappointing. And
it is very disappointing. I'm truly sorry, like what happened to the gentleman from Thailand.
Yeah.
But you know what I can read from his story and the rest. First and foremost, the Thailand issue is a very sad story, and it clearly means probably the people who are trying to scam him are not agents. So probably a bit of due diligence is very necessary at the time of which you are choosing what particular agent to work with. And for the others who are involved in the government jobs, I want to say it as it is. Let agents do their job. Let us try and avoid politics into this particular business.
So what do you mean let them do their jobs?
The reason as to why there was so much cash people are coming out is because some politician decided to pick people from their constituencies coming out to do this. You understand?
Yeah.
And at that particular time, these were legit jobs. The question I'll ask Jeff is this: at what point did that analogy change? You understand? Because some of the people who are complaining right now, as much as, yes, we agree, there might have been a mishap somewhere. The people complaining right now, they were the ones who are actually pushing for these particular jobs. So the question is simple. At what point did the story change? What facts do they have now that are changing the entire story to make the entire picture wrong? Let me put it this way. Let us give the CS some level of appreciation. The thinking was right. Let us go to mashinani and get people to come and take the jobs. But the implementation part is where there is a problem. That is why we're having people who are not even agencies coming into the entire network to scam people.
Yeah. Francis, well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Are these young people, are they so gullible or so desperate that they'll do anything to get the job? Is that what we've become?
Actually, Jeff, it doesn't mean that we are so desperate, but in a 50-50, sometimes we are desperate because he explained his feat in Nyeri, and he said he was given money by his wife because there's no job. When a man go to ask money from a wife, desperation. So that answer is direct answer. But unfortunately, Godfrey got a job, and this is his overrater. Number one, what I have learned from these guys, they were coached by somebody. As my colleague has said, some politics came in. But they were not coached well what to come and say. Number one, we have not taken any person to Iraq. And he said very well, the guys went to Iraq, went there, and there was no food, and they came back, they were sleeping in the one house. Where did he got those stories?
But he was there. I mean, what are you talking about?
Did you went to Iraq?
He was there.
Are you the one who signed this?
I was the one who signed.
Why you did not come to proceed with the procedure? What happened?
That
Because we are still waiting for you.
that statement was said in Senate. Was it? By that guy who...
Senator, or was said by person from Iraq, or was said by who?
By person who was in... No. By person who was in Iraq.
Who was in Iraq. He
Yes.
say that.
Yes, he said that.
To Iraq.
See, agents.
Which agent?
He knows.
How he knows? You cannot say something you don't have fact. The people who are in KICC has not taken one person in Iraq. And I said very well categorically here that the things in Iraq, we did because of salary, because the government has to bargain for good salary, for good payment for Kenya. So that one is not...
If those who had gone earlier
Where?
are not getting jobs there. Do you expect we to go there and get jobs in Baghdad, please?
Where has he gone?
Gentlemen,
Are we?
stand by. The breaking story continues. Minority Leader Junaid Mohammed is speaking at outside Lee Funeral Home. It's breaking news after the shooting, gunning down of Kasipul Member of Parliament Were. Let's go straight and listen.
With the family of Honorable Ngondo Were. We were with him today in Parliament, as she said, the whole afternoon, and he left, I think, barely 30 minutes before he met his death. So we would like to ask the police to investigate this matter thoroughly and share with Kenyans as fast as possible what happened to our colleague, Honorable Ngondo Were. Lastly, I would like also to condole with the family and convey message of condolences from our party, the ODM party. Our party leader was here with us. He just went home. He was with us in the hospital here, and he has also conveyed his condolence message. And we would like to ask the family, God to stand with them at the moment. Thank you very much.
It's an extremely sad evening for the people of Homa Bay County and the people of Kasipul constituency specifically. And we would like to, on behalf of my own behalf, my family, and the people of Homa Bay, send our deepest condolences to the people of Homa Bay, the people of Kasipul, and the people of Kenya. We have lost a great son of our soil. A great son of our soil has been murdered this evening.
Please. So first, I would want to convey my condolences to the family of the Honorable Ngondo Were, his colleagues from Parliament, and the people of Kasipul. This is a very tragic event that has happened this evening. I have had the opportunity to engage with officers in government. The Inspector General of Police is here, the DCI is here, the Regional Police Commander is here. What we have a preliminary report of what transpired, but investigations are ongoing to establish what actually happened. I want to also convey condolences from His Excellency the President. I spoke to him when I was coming here, as well as my minister. And we would want to assure the public that we will have an expedited investigation process so that we get to the bottom of what actually took place. I would want to appeal for calm, particularly to the people of Kasipul, who has lost a leader who has represented them for many years. And we are going to be sharing with the public the information as soon as the investigations are concluded. We will continue to work together with the leadership of Parliament to ensure that we go through the motions that are expected, given the untimely and sad demise of the Honorable MP.
Okay, but Pierce, from the preliminary investigation, when did it happen, where, what time, and what was the situation?
So the MP left Parliament a few minutes around 7, and then the actual shooting happened at 7:30, around 7:30 on Ngong Road, by a passenger on a motorcycle. So, of course, we are yet to establish the exact identity of the person. As I've said, investigations is going on. And the driver and the bodyguard brought the late to Nairobi Hospital when this happened. It appears that this assassin or assailant was trailing the car from town.
Yeah. We'll give Honorable Kaluma a chance to give the message from the Speaker of the National Assembly.
Okay, let's start with Mheshimiwa here.
I just wanted want to take a... Sorry?
I'm holding the mic for you.
Okay. I want to take this time to say I'm appalled, I'm saddened. I cannot even imagine this kind of thing can really happen. On behalf of Rachuanyo as a whole, Rachuanyo, the 4 sub-counties, let me send my condolences to the family and to the Kasipul people. We are really condoling with you. We hope everything will be okay. Thank you.
Let me give before we give the woman rep and then Lillian.
Thank you so much. I would want, on my own behalf, as the woman representative of Homa Bay County, on behalf of the women in Homa Bay County, would want to register our deepest condolences to what has taken place. I want to confirm and inform the residents of the entire Homa Bay County and Kenya, Honorable Ongondowere was with us in Parliament, as been stated. And he closely had a serious or close discussion with Honorable Ivo Barra as I saw. I passed Honorable Ongondowere around 7 in the night at Parliament exit as he was addressing 5 MPs. And he was the one whom the MPs were listening to. I was saddened to have read the message that Ongondowere Mheshimiwa of Kasipul is known. Call it to the family and may his soul rest in peace.
Thank you very much. Allow me to pass my condolences to the great people of Kasipul, the entire Homa Bay. Ongondowere was my brother-in-law, and Ongondowere was an astute politician, one who would never miss sessions of parliament. It is not in darkness that Ongondowere had had his life threatened, a matter which he had already reported to the DCI. And I want to say this with my eyes strictly on the cameras, that the perpetrator of this particular murder is known. And there is a way of violence that is creeping up in Homa Bay politics that must be tamed by law enforcement authorities. It has ended up ending in a life gone of a member of parliament who is a servant of the people, and I don't think we are ready to lose any more life. So how I pray that this matter is going to be conclusively brought to book, and we will know who murdered Honorable Charles Ongondowere. Thank you.
And then before Honorable Kalonzo and Honorable who was with Ongondowere today, this afternoon is a long time. When as we were convening in Parliament, they were talking about. You'll excuse her if she's not feeling too well.
Yes, thank you very much, Millie. My name is Ivo Barra. I'm the Member of Parliament for Kabondo Kasipul and the neighbor, immediate neighbor from Mheshimiwa Were in Kasipul. I am in total shock, and I can't even find the right words to mourn. It's like I'm in a dream world because I spent the whole afternoon with him. We went together for tea, came back, sat again in Parliament, and I left him at around 7. To be called by my driver, through his driver, that your friend has been shot and he's dead. So my condolences to the family. It's indeed a very sad day for us in Parliament for this to happen. And may the perpetrators be brought to book. I urge the Interior Ministry, the police, to please get to the bottom of this matter. Thank you.
Mheshimiwa, what were you discussing with him that afternoon?
An array of things, very many things, general things.
As you're looking at live pictures outside Lee Funeral Home, Members of Parliament gathered in solidarity after the gunning down of Kasipul Member of Parliament Were. Shocking news this evening. It happened a few hours ago. And I guess it's going to take a while to get to the bottom of that. But members of Parliament gathering there and talking about how some of them spent the last minutes with him before he was gunned down. Back to our topic of conversation here, Kenyans being conned to go to the Middle East and other places and losing a lot of money. Vincent, let me ask you this. Vincent Mbaka.
Yes, sir.
Are these people being conned? I mean, are they that gullible is the question I want to know. Are they that gullible that he would spend 200,000 shillings, you know, and everyone spent money?
Jeff, to be very honest, when you listen to them talk, not many of them can express themselves well. They have a problem, and they need that problem solved. My advice is simple. Let us not ignore them. There are mechanisms within the National Employment Authority for resolving some of this particular issue. I would suggest that the government and those who are watching, those in power, they take these cases very serious. For example, like the lady, my sister here from where I come from, she was conned marriage. My brother here can't go to the village where I come from simply because they will kill him because he took a loan and he's paying 30%. My brother, he had to borrow money from his wife to even pay someone. My friend there, the people have closed shop. As much as they are either not registered agents, I feel there are mechanisms within this particular government that can assist them do this. The reason as to why I'm saying this, Jeff, and I'm very sorry, me, I like putting things as they are. In my own constituency where I come from, Bobasi, our nominated Senator Gloria was doing this drive. My brother, I took her phone and I called her. I asked her, what is it? Can I know exactly what you're doing so that us as agents, we can come on board and try and see if there's something we can do? She told me one thing and hanged up. Unless you're bringing jobs on the table, there's nothing I'm going to discuss with you. And I stopped at that. Then she was marketing this. This went into every ward in Kisii, in Bobasi constituency, for example. Recruitment. The question is this. She was doing this particular recruitment. She has posters that were recruiting this. She's now the one who's complaining about this.
So you're putting the blame on her?
What I'm trying to say is these are information she should have and not them. When you're advising your constituency, you give them the correct information. You don't wait until things go sour. That is when now you're taking the side of the victims and you want to try and be on their side. My suggestion is simple. Instead of playing politics with matters recruitment, can we use the right procedures and have all these people compensated their money or given the jobs that they were promised? Simple.
Unasikia vile anasema?
Mimi nasikia venye anasema.
Umekubali?
Tesa kubaliana na huyu kwa sababu sisi tulikuwa tunatafuta kazi. Kitu yenye tunataka turudishiwe pesa yetu ama tupewe kazi yenye tulikuwa tunatafuta. Sisi tumekuja hapa tuko waine. Lakini sisi hatuko peke yetu, tumekoniwa hii pesa.
Wengi.
Kuna wengi huko nje ambao sasa hivi wanatusikiza kwa TV. Wanaendelea kufuatilia. Siwezi kitu kingine siwezi agili juu this is not political.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu sisi tumekoniwa. Huyo amesimama kama msasi kututetea. Senator Glory siwezi sema kuwa ni mbaya. Huyo anatetea sisi tupata haki yetu. Hata waisi kama hatuwezi pata mtu mwenye anaweza tutetea sisi, hatuwezi pata haki yetu. We are ready for the record, for the evidence. Even if I will be called, hata kama nitaitwa mimi kwa Senate, mimi niko na evidence yote. Na maro yenyewe, hiyo yenye ilipewa nini, hiyo yenye ilikuwa inatupeleka. Iko na leseni yenye iko registered until date 25 November 2025. Mbona na Madam Nasira tukienda kwa ofisi yake anajificha, anatutumia Jamal Chamali anatufukuza nje. Mimi nilienda mpaka kwa ofisi ya CS huko, nikakutana na PA Moses. Niliongea na Moses akasema atanisaidia. Akanipea namba yake. Kupigia Moses simu achukui. Kupigia Chamali simu niko na namba sao. Chamali simu, Chamali akisikia nikimuelezea nikimwambia nadaiwa madeni ya wenyewe, Chamali anasema hiyo tutashughulikia, anakata simu. Sasa mimi nitasaidika aje? Mimi sina kazi, natembea saa hii nikirudi hapa, nikitoka hapa nikirudi because nimekuwa threatened. Mimi naenda saa hii kujificha kwa rafiki yangu. Mimi sina amani, mimi sina papa yangu, sina msasi. Mimi nani atanitetea sasa? Sasa Senate Kirori acha tu anitetea kama ananitetea. The Senate kama itanisaidia na nyinyi kama mtasaingilia ndani mnisaidie. Mimi siwezi ona vibaya. Hiyo ndio ombi langu sana kubwa. Na wale vijana wengine.
Dolin, umekubali?
Hapana.
Ebu.
Mimi swali langu ni kwa huyo namuuliza, anasema politicians wanaingililia kazi yenye serikali imetangaza. Hiyo ni kitu ilikuwa ni public. Mimi individual nilipata online, nikaenda huko. Serikali yenyewe ndio ilituma au maagents. Tukapewa mpaka kwenye tunatuma pesa. They are aware. Wanajua vizuri hizo pesa ziko. Huyu mwenzangu amesema vizuri. Watu wenye wajanda maybe ni wale wenye walikuwa wana pushed by the politicians, yeah. Kumaanisha kama si huyo politicians mwenye maybe alikuwa ana push wengine, huyo politician ndiye alituzuia wengine tusiende. Naomba unijibu. Kitu kingine, kama mkawe vizuri hizo pesa ziko kwa zilitumwa kulingana na hao maagent walitumwa kwa field, ziko zingine umetoa, wengine wameenda. Zingine umetoa, visa za wengine zimefanya nini, zimekuja mnasema ziko ready kufanya nini, wengine waende. Sisi ni, sasa swali, sisi ni wale wenye tulikuwa tunapushiwa na politicians ndio mlitenga kando tusiende ama ni aje?
Godfrey.
Yes. Let's start from my fellow man here asked nini ilifanya mambo igeuke. Tulikuwa tunatafutiwa kazi. What happened ikageuka sasa kukakuwa hakuna kazi inatafutwa na hawa my agents. My friend, these things started this way. When we started paying money, we were being driven like donkeys, the way they are being beaten. Each and every time, utalipa pesa ama hulipi, ili visa itoke na iko na wiki moja itoke. Wewe ndiye umefanya hiyo visa isitoke. Na mimi personally nilikuwa napigiwa simu. Mimi nikalipa hizo pesa, 40,000, of which I borrowed from aunt-in-laws. And nilitoa kwa in-law that money.
40K ilikuwa ya?
40K ilikuwa ya imalizie sasa process ya visa na nini yote. Mimi nikaanza kuchukua jukumu ya kukuja mpaka kwa Maro house Maro. Na kule KICC huyo mwanaume anaitwa Jamal alikuwa mpaka he used arrogant languages. If you don't pay the money, wachana nayo, sisi tunaenda kazi. Na serikali haiwezi wapea kila kitu. Lazima mlipe kama hutaki kulipa. That is the way he was talking. And you expect that to be humanity to a person who you are being helping. Unaona? Kutoka hapo nikaanza kuchukua jukumu ya kwenda mpaka kwa Maro. Nilijaribu nini zangu nikajua mahali Maro iko. Nikaanza kuenda huko for the first time. Nikawauliza, na hii kazi mnatuambia mnatafuta na kila wakati mnatuambia ati kuko na kazi. Kwani iko wapi na hamtuambii? Hata simu hamshukuangi. You don't talk as the way you are talking, demanding for money. The lady told me hakuna kazi. Mliambiwa hakuna kazi. Ni kazi tunajaribu kwenda huko kutafuta. Lakini hakuna kazi hata Iraq.
Na mmelipa hizo pesa zote?
Tuliambiwa, aliniambia hivyo personally, hakuna kazi before other 4 men who are in there. That was the first time. I went other times from Nyeri, spending 1,200 per trip. Nikikuja natumia 1,200 8 times. Kutoka hapo nikaona hapa nitafilisika juu sasa pesa sina. Nimetoka mpaka Nyeri nikakuja mpaka Nairobi kutafuta job. Juu okay, in my family tuko sawa niko sawa na familia yangu. Lakini unasikianga hiyo kitu inakuuma ukiwa kwa nyumba ama within the compound na pengine kazi hakuna kazi na kuna kazi nilikuwa nimefanya nikanyang'anywa about 70,000 in a public school. That's where my problem started. Nikaona sasa nafanya kazi huku Nyeri na sasa nimenyang'anywa pesa, niko na deni ya rent. Afadhali niende Nairobi nijaribu kutafuta nini? Nikarudi tena, nikaanza kuongea na huyu mama. The last time aliniambia utagojea kazi ipatikane juu hakuna kazi. Alafu nilikuwa naenda nauliza na huyu madama ako wapi? Juu alikuwa nasema mimi ndiye Maro. Unasikia? Mimi ndiye Maro. Sasa mlikuwa mnatafuta Maro, mimi ndiye Maro. Na kama mnataka withdraw from our agency, you go to the other one that nasikia ziko huko. Mimi even I didn't know what she was talking about. I came to realize there was another agency huko juu inaitwa Global, where people are deviating there to look for help. So this lady was telling us, if you want to withdraw, I'll write a letter to you and go to other agents who you feel that they have job for you. Unaona? Is that really a person who has humanity to help other people?
Duncan.
Seriously.
Do you agree with what Vincent is saying here?
Totally no. Because I'm also disappointed when he says that we can't express ourselves very well. I just want to understand in what manner should we express ourselves so that we can be heard. Because, you see, is there any other language in Kenya that we are supposed to be expressing ourselves through so that we can be heard? We've been speaking these things, we've been raising these concerns, and nothing has been done. We've been coming here on media talking about it. Have they done anything? Talking about on behalf of those victims that we came with, are there any victims that have been supported so far? And what strategy are they putting across so that they can separate themselves from the con agents, because they are all looking the same?
Francis Waume.
Yes, sir.
You're listening to this.
I have.
And this is just this is a tip of the iceberg. You know, tens of thousands of young people have been conned in various ways. What do we tell them? How do we encourage them not to give up?
Guys, don't give up, but go the right way. And let me tell you, stop doing what we call hearsays, because the story you are giving here is not adding up. The reason why, for your case, we can understand of Myanmar, you have been conned by an explainable situation, because even government is struggling to know who is taking people to Myanmar. That one, your case is understandable. Number two, my friend, you came to the office, you signed an offer letter, you paid the money. What happened that you did not wait to go to work? That's number one. Two, my brother here, we said, you are saying you cannot go to Kisii.
Yeah.
We have 49 people, we have refunded their funds, their money, because they don't want to continue with the process. Either they have got jobs another place, or either they have got another thing to do, and there is a procedure. Just go tomorrow, you just write a letter that it is you, and you produce the number which paid and how you paid, you get back your money. Have you done that?
No, please, no. Yeah? I have written the letter. I have written the letter.
Nimenirudishia mimi, acha ni mchipu. Mimi nikwambie how many times nimekanyaga Maro. Maro yenyewe nimeandika barua, utasoma ndio hii. Yeah? Niliandikia Maro yenyewe barua 1 month ago.
And what they told you?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Refund?
No refund.
Nothing.
Even a coin.
Make sure, Mr. Jeff, this guy will get his money as soon as possible, as quickly as possible.
Jeff.
Are you making that promise here now?
No.
Jeff.
And I come back here to confirm that you will get your money anytime.
I have even messages from Maro.
We have done that to 49.
No, no one has been refunded money. No one has been refunded money, Jeff.
At all.
Listen, Jeff. The one who has been refunded money, they are being deducted 15,000 for medical, of which was not done, and their process has not been finished, and 3,000 have been deducted. Why are you deducting our money and you have done nothing? Why? Why deduct our money? How many people have been given all the money? 55. How many? Tell me. How many?
I'm going to tell you.
How many?
Naomba nimwambie kwanza. My friend, sijui kama nitaongea chini.
He's lying.
Mwenye ameni host. Saa hii huyo chamani Mkikuyu. Sitaki kuongea jina yake. Aliandika barua, aliandikia Maro yenyewe. Maro ilikata 15,000 for medical, ikakata 3,000 for processing, ikampea 37,000 over 55,000. Huyo ni kijana ambaye ana kazi katika hii nchi ya Kenya. Mimi saa hii akinikata hiyo pesa yenyewe nilikopa, ni saa alipia interest. Mimi sasa sina kazi. Nilienda mpaka kwa hiyo ofisi ya Alfred, nikasema hata kama watanipea kazi mimi, hata hiyo ya kufagia, at least nipata nilipe wenyewe pesa. Nitatoa nini wapi hiyo pesa tena? Ama useless, nitapata ni jobless youth. Nitapata hiyo pesa wapi ya kulipa wenyewe?
Francis, umewaambia
barua yenyewe niko nayo.
They are getting their money, but the money for medical, that is your personal thing.
Sawa,
nikwambie. Certificate of the medical you can go with it anywhere you want, but the money that was supposed to be used for processing your visa, you'll get that money back anytime. But for you, you have to come and confirm whether you are going on with this process or not.
I have written to her. I don't want that. Na nimemwandikia mambo refund. Nimemwandikia refund pesa zangu. Na sijaipata mpaka results za medical. Sijawaipata na nilienda. Kwa hivyo mimi sijafanya medical. Nikalipa. Kwa hivyo mimi sijafanya medical.
Did you went to the medical?
I went.
Facility.
And you are supposed to be.
What happened to the medical?
I don't know.
You are not tested?
I was tested.
You did the medical?
I did the medical.
And
where were my results? Then the others were being sent to the other people's phones.
Have you ever tried to follow up with the hospital?
If they are telling me to pay the other cash for visa to be pursued or to come, then what do you expect?
So your work is still on process. So you might be.
I stopped that process. I don't want to go to Iraq. I want my money back. And my money I need in lump sum 55,000.
Jeff, this is, I really feel your frustration. It is important to state that very clearly. It is very frustrating when you've spent your money and you don't get that you actually wanted to do. The agents that were involved in this particular issue, they are known.
They are known.
They are known.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a back and forth kind of argument that we are having about money you received and you didn't do medical. If you received money you didn't do medical, you refund that money. You get.
So what's the problem then?
That's what I'm trying to understand, because I wasn't involved in the entire thing. I'm just trying to analyze factors there, because majority of what we are seeing it in the newspaper. Even when those jobs were advertising, we only saw it when it is being done in KICC. So that's why I'm trying to make sense out of what we're having now. They know who they gave the money. They should go get that particular money. If that person doesn't pay them, atupwe ndani. Kazi rahisi, serikali si wanasema ina mkono mrefu.
And for how long? Unaenda kuuliza pesa zako na hakuna mtu anakujibu. Jeff.
Acha niulizie kitu moja mimi.
Uliza tu.
Na naomba hii kitu nisaidike. Sinaona hii ni serikali ilitangaza hii kazi. Nikalipa pesa yote. I need to be compensated. Mimi sikuwa mgonjwa, niandikiwe barua na daktari, niende hospitali kufanyiwa scanning, inakatwa hizo pesa zote 18,000.
Sure.
Sasa mimi nikikatwa 18,000, naenda wapi? Wewe ndugu yangu, nikulisie, nikikatwa hii 18,000, nimejaribu kwenda mpaka kwa CS. Kama ni kazi ananipea hata ya kubagia nipe. Kama ni kashi ananipea hata ya kufagia nipea achukue hiyo pesa. Mimi sina.
Jeff.
Fuatilia hii maneno yangu mnisaidie bwana.
And Jeff.
Francis amekwambia pesa zako utapata.
You'll get your money.
Amesema utapata
Provided
pesa.
you come the
He is saying that, Jeff.
Yeah?
He is saying that. But tukitoka hapa, haki ya Mungu, he will not be given his money. He will be given being deducted.
Can you explain?
Why are you? It has happened. It has happened.
You already said that nobody has ever received his rewards. Are you contradicting your...
They have received some of them. Some of them. Itikia, some of them. Nani mmerifadi pesa yake yote? Who?
Anakuwa deducted.
They have got their money minus medical test.
Why?
Medical test.
Why? Mulisema, they were told there are no jobs, and that's why we are resigning.
Nobody.
I was told there is no job, and that is why I'm Jeff, after this, I'll show you the messages that the madam, I told the madam to look for job for me. And she told me there is no work. Tugoje tuone kama kazi itapatikana. For how long will you? I have come here. I have come in
77 people who are already have the visa and they are leaving on Saturday. They have the job. This is a 64 people in this page.
That one.
That they have the job also.
Oh, no.
That's number one. And the job is still going on. These people, like this one, they got the visa today for Saudi.
Job. Jeff.
Yeah. These people.
Can you clarify? Can you clarify and follow?
These people, they got the visa for Iraq.
You follow these visas, whether they are genuine, and hakikisha ujue where they are going. Uhakikishe ujue wanaenda wapi. Unajua, maybe they are doing this for the pressure that is in here.
No.
Waende watupe watu wetu na huko. Follow.
Si anasema wanaenda Saudi?
No.
This job.
How do you know why we are not doing that process hurriedly as they were demanding for the money? They are doing it because they have had the information has gone to the Senate.
Stand by, everybody. Stand by. We're going back to our breaking news story from this evening. The gunning down of Kasipul Member of Parliament Were. And we're going to be joined live right now by Emmanuel To, who's been on the ground literally for the last couple of hours. To, what you got?
Well, the pictures you're seeing right now are the pictures of the vehicle which the Member of Parliament for Kasipul, Ongondo Were, was being driven in. And it is a royal saloon, a crown royal saloon, that he was being driven in by his driver. According to the PS4 interior, he says he was sitting on the passenger seat, the one that you can actually observe, and the assailants just came straight to him through the and walked and shot at him through that window, the one you're seeing right now, and left him dead. I'm told, according to some of the officers we have spoken to right here, about 6 rounds were shot. Some of them were actually aimed at him, and the two people who are on board this car, the driver and of course the bodyguard, were not hurt. And these are some of his documents. You can see there's a paper there where it is a parliamentary paper. He was in Parliament up to around 7 p.m. Where he was actually seated alongside one of the members of Parliament, Ivo Barra, a member of Parliament who is just from the neighboring constituency where the member of Parliament was coming from. And of course, he was attacked. It was something that happened in a very abrupt, rather quick, in a quick succession, because he wasn't in traffic. According to some of the eyewitnesses we have spoken to, he was taking a turn at the roundabout, at the city mortuary roundabout, heading back to Valley Road, where he was actually accosted by the assailants who fired some rounds. The officers say that the precision that the shots were taken with mean that this was a very well-trained assassin, because the two officers who were in the car were not hurt in any way. It's actually them who were helping to drive the vehicle to this side. The driver is still actually here. He's still on the scene and has been on guard. And I think we're sure that he's going to be one of the key witnesses. He's the one you can see on the pictures right now. He's one who was a part of the team, which was, he's now getting into the vehicle. That is the driver. And, of course, the police are still trying to piece together the details of that murder incident. And the homicide team, the crime investigation team, is still trying to understand and get the pictures of the situation that transpired. You see, some of his shoes are still there. They are trying to just reenact the situation as it was when that situation happened. The crime scene tapes are just being removed now because this area has been cordoned off for a few minutes now, for a few hours, about 4 hours or so. And the officers here from the DCI side, the officers from the criminal investigation team are just coming in. So these were the driver and the bodyguard who are in that vehicle. You could see some blood stains on his shirt. One of the officers were in that vehicle. You could see that he was part of the ordeal that happened. The MP was just a minute or so before, in front of them, when that shooting incident happened. And of course, some members of parliament are saying it could be politically instigated. It could be something that could have some impact or direction to something that he had reported to the police about 3 months ago in Kasipul constituency. And of course, you could see that the officers are just showing how it could have happened, because the report, the preliminary report of the investigation is still being pieced together. We have seen the Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, alongside his DCI officer, of course, Mohammed Amin, who are there, and they said they will be giving more details after that incident. Remember, this is Nairobi Hospital. It's just a few meters from where the body of Kasipul MP Ongondo Were is lying. And this vehicle was driven straight here after that incident. And of course, that is Winnie Odinga, the daughter of the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. And she's asking questions why these officers are coming into the vehicle, which is still part of the investigation team, something that is still being investigated. But we had seen already some of the officers take some samples of what may have happened. And Winnie Odinga is saying that the officers here may be tampering with the evidence of the situation that transpired. I remember there were about a few shots that were fired from this passenger side, but the driver and the bodyguard were not hurt, they were not injured in any way, and they're still here to give some of the updates. So, Jeff, it is going to be a long night. The members of parliament who are with him say he was in parliament until around 7 p.m. They're about a few minutes, almost 30 minutes before he was shot. And the vehicle is now being moved to the police station actually, we're told it is being taken to Nairobi area police station before this investigation could now kick off officially to try and unravel the reason and the incident that transpired. Remember, the Interior PS, Raymond Omolo, says they're still in pursuit of the assailant who boarded the motorbike that dropped him at the scene of crime. We were there. We were at the scene where a few pieces of the glass from the window were shattered, where immediately after he was shot. And they're still buried different accounts of what actually transpired. Some saying that he wasn't phoned, some saying he was actually trying to get out of the traffic that had been witnessed at around the city mortuary roundabout. But the police will definitely, at the end of it, give us a final story. And of course, this vehicle is now being moved. But we have the family members who are still here. They're still in shock. They are praying. Some of them are praying to just find a way out of this. But the vehicle that was, we could just, there's a lot happening here at the Nairobi hospital. The vehicle, the Royal Saloon crown is being driven out. But we want to see whether we could actually get a comment from some of these members who are still here. But the members of parliament have already dispersed. They were led by Junet Mohammed, the minority leader in the National Assembly, who said that they will be giving further and more details tomorrow on the way forward, the burial preparations and everything else. So, Jeff, it is a sad night. This is another member of parliament who has fallen after several others this year. The senator for Baringo, William Cheptumo. We saw the member of parliament from Kakamega County also passing on. But this one is different. It is a cold-blood murder, according to the police, of a sitting member of parliament. So we'll be getting back to you with more details and to our listeners, our viewers, about what the way forward will be from tomorrow. Back to you, Jeff.
All right, so thanks so much for that update. Emmanuel Toe, out there at the scene of the shooting down, the gunning down of Kasipul Member of Parliament Were a few hours ago. It's obviously a moving story, and Emmanuel will keep us posted throughout the night and into tomorrow. We'll look forward to updates. Thanks so much for that, Toe. In the meantime, been talking to my guests. Many have been conned. We're talking to agents. Well, they say it's not up to us. Let's get some feedback. Ayub, what you got?
Yeah, so we put up some we have sampled from the hashtag on X, formerly Twitter. Anonymous says, Pole sana to my fellow prospective diasporians. It's quite unfortunate that CS Mutua has failed the president. The Kazi Majuu blueprint was done by the State Department for Diaspora Affairs with a well-thought strategy, but the Labour Department ran it and executed it wrongly under CS Mutua. Take it back to SDDA. Too much PR in the Labour Ministry by the Cabinet Secretary. Kei Gashima says tonight's show leaves one with a lot of unanswered questions. Did the government, through the Ministry of Labour, lie to Kenyan youths about taking them to jobs abroad? Or is it a mistake of these numerous recruiting agencies? Ndungu_Mbagara says, I wish you spare 10 minutes and call some of us. I attended at Nakuru, followed to Nyandarua, Nairobi, and Eldoret. Bana hadi leo, they have even brought some Kenyan banks, in bracket that bank, to assure us of youth loan to travel. It was last year, na hadi leo. Nancy_Wainaina says the government tells the youth to apply for jobs abroad through the approved agents. They trust the processes only to be conned by the same agents the government endorsed. What exactly were they supposed to investigate when the system is government-backed from the start? Alex Mayore says those Kenyans conned while in the process of seeking jobs abroad make me wonder because they raise enormous amounts of up to 300,000 Kenya shillings. These funds can help them set up an enterprise, but they overbelieve in success abroad. It's not as rosy as it seems. Rafael_Kidaha says, question to the chairman, not specific, but we'll put them. How is the Association of Skilled Migrant Agencies collaborating with the government to streamline the vetting of recruitment agencies and ensure that only licensed and reputable firms participate in the Jobs Abroad initiative? So I can respond to that?
SG, chairman's over there, but SG, can you respond to that?
It is the ASMAC skill.
Yeah, thank you. For us with the government, actually, we really scrutinize and we vet every agent who comes to us so that we see that the government giving an agent who is legit and knowing this person will do the right work. And from the evidence we have gathered from the young people here and many outside there, as I had said this in the beginning, 4.1 million Kenyans are there out. Nobody has done a visibility study to know what number has been taken by agents and who are there legally and who is there illegally. So for us, we collaborate with the government by vetting. We have a committee like in our association for 11 people who vets every new agent. And also we train our agents, new agents, with the conjunction and collaboration with the IOM and FKE. They help us to train these people in a bunch of 50 to make sure that they do ethical recruitment.
All right, move on.
Nyantika Chester says it's very unfortunate and disincentivizing to have our youths wasted further failed in all the name of looking for greener pastures. Job seekers should tread carefully lest they fall prey to latter-day tipu-tip. Be warned, folks, human trafficking and over-harvesting is real. Okelo Mwalimu says, my advice to the thousands of jobless youths out there is do not be quick to bribe unknown people in the name of securing jobs. Instead, use this money to create jobs for yourselves. Do not let desperation drive you into depression. Do not overtrust strangers. Alex comes again. The reason these jobs abroad scams are rampant is because the culprits are never punished and it's quick cash. All agencies should be banned, register fresh for license and proper audit, and Kenyans shouldn't be allowed to go to dangerous Middle East war-torn nations. Sir Nixon Dugure says all employment opportunities in and outside Kenya should be through certification of the Kenya National Bureau of Employment Authority, whose responsibility should also include doing due diligence to those opportunities. Korea Mile says, how can the government justify televised apologies while ordinary Kenyans are losing money to scams, especially when some of these schemes are linked to official programs who will be held accountable? Joseph Laga says DCI should form a special unit to deal specifically with labor migration fraud, just like other special units that deals with organized crimes.
Good points. Thanks for your feedback, folks, and keep it coming at Koinange Jeff.
At Ayub Abdikadir.
At Citizen TV Kenya, the hashtag is JKLIVE. Well, we're going to go for some final thoughts going forward, okay? Duncan, let's start with you. Final thoughts going forward.
Okay, what they need to understand is we are not here to fight them. We are not here also to fight the government.
Mic's not working? Mic's not working. Okay, Calvin, let's start with you. We'll get your mic working right now. Calvin, tuanze na wewe. Final thoughts.
Chef, mimi ningependa kuambia CS Walepa Harfred Mutua. Kama kuna wale wamesembea kazi wanamwalipia China kwa sababu CS angedili na hao watu. Sijaiona mahali CS ameenda ameshika hawa maagent wakachukuliwa hatua. I've been conned over 150,000. Niko na hizo statement zote hapa. Mimi Alfred mtu acha anisaidie na timu yote yake iko hapa. Sisi hatujakuja hapa kupigana na nyinyi. Ama msione tumekuja hapa kwa upaya. We bring our views here. Ili tusikike, tueleweke, tusaidike. Mr. umesema utanisaidia. I think pesa zangu hasta kuwa deducted. Mimi sina papa. Hata wewe utapata kesho mtoto wako ako mashakani saa hii kama mimi. Atasaidika aje? Fuatilie maneno yangu sana, Jeff.
Make sure umpatie namba yako na kupatie namba yake ndivyo muongee.
Nisikatu hiyo pesa.
Na sikublock.
Ningekuwa compensated. No, hiyo pesa nimelipa.
Medical lazima wakate.
Interest nimelipa.
Medical watakata.
Si kwa mgonjwa niandikiwa barua na mimi si kwa mgonjwa. Mimi si kwa mgonjwa. Hiyo ni kazi serikali ilitangaza. Mimi si kwa mgonjwa. Niandikiwe barua. Acha nimalize. Acha nimalize. Mimi niko fiti. Hata hii ukisoma nini yangu iko fiti. Medical yangu iko fiti. Mimi si kuandikiwa barua na daktari. Iwapo kama ningeandikiwa hiyo barua na daktari nienda kupimwa, hiyo ingekuwa daktari. Sasa mimi natoa pesa wapi jamani? natoa pesa wapi hii ya kulipa? Hata hii interest siona hili. Ni vitu serikali inaleta mimi shida.
Haya, Dolin.
Nishaidike.
Dolin, yako ya mwisho.
Conclusion yangu ni kusema huyo amesema ataangalia vizuri aone watu wengine turudishiwe pesa. Tena kitu kingine amesema ako na record ya watu wenye wanafanya nini watakuja kuenda. Because sisi hatuendi. Na wanajua vizuri amepewa record, anajua vizuri watu wanafanya nini wanatoka waende. Sisi wacha tupaki. Pesa zetu zenye wameka mfukoni na hao majenzi wao wacha turudishiwe. Na kitu kingine story na politics, mimi maybe mheshimiwa Gloria Roba, mimi ni Omogusi. Mimi hakunileta kwa kazi. Nilikuja wakati ili advertisewa online. It seems like kama wewe ni mgonjwa, huyo mwenzako mwenye mnasaidiana naye kazi, lazima akushike mkono, pengine akupeleke mahali upumzike. Ndio hiyo sasa maana Gloria Roba amesikia watu kama sisi tunalia. Lazima atushike mkono tufuke hiyo daraja.
My agents unawaambiaje?
My agents, they are aware. They are aware vizuri na serikali. Juu mwenyewe ameleta record from the agents. Na sasa hii he is pretending ajui watu wanafanya nini? Watu wenye wengine vile tumefanywa vitu zetu. Wako aware with our man.
Godfrey.
Yes.
Godfrey.
What I would like to say.
Shika vizuri Mike. Nini wewe?
Okay, what I would like to say, these agents and Alfred, between agents and Alfred Mutua, there are some brokers who are there trying to snatch our money. And my colleague here, I don't know whether he is pretending because he knows what the process is going, the process that is going there. But in his statement, he is trying to say what should be followed or what should be done according to that procedure, but that is not what it's being done right now. Anasema kama vile tunasemanga ati sheria lazima ifuatwe na inafanyangwa hivi. But when you come to the ground, that one is never followed at all. But when we come here in live talking, we talk on how things should be done, but not the way they are being done. Because if they are being done the way or to accordance, we should not be here at all. Jeff, we should not be here. We have come here to kulalamika, tupewe haki yetu. Na hatuna ubaya na mtu yeyote. Na case kama yangu, sikupewa medical. I was told personally there is no job. So, I have not breached the contract. Visa yangu haijatoka. Yule anafaa kudaktiwa pesa. Ni yule visa yake imetoka na amesema haendi. Mine not yet. Na nimeenda mpaka Malo nikauliza mambo ya kazi yangu. Nikaambiwa, by the way, all of them knows. I was going to ask the person who, how majamaa wanakuanga hapo wananiambia hakuna kazi.
Na visa gani ya Baghdad?
Na sina, hakuna visa nilipewa mimi na hakuna imetoka. Even among these 68. Na nilitoa pesa zangu kitambo hata mbele ya watu hawa zao zimetoka. Why not mine? Yangu haijatoka kwa nini?
Labda hukulipa kitu kidogo.
Who? I will never pay. Even it's very fortunate for them that money was being asked in KICC. If it was somewhere else, I could not have produced money. Now, Jeff, lastly, I am not desperate myself. I am not desperate. I am able to do work and a professional carpenter in Nyeri. It's that tremor that had come across my mind. Nikaanza kuyuba kufikiria nitaenda majuu as everyone who is in this Republic of Kenya or outside the country would like to help me to go outside the country, be it in US, to do the work I do as in kama hii career yangu anaweza nisaidia, lakini nataka nipewe pesa zangu, nilipe madeni ile niko nayo, na if there is a volunteer who would like to get me job, maybe in Kenya, maybe outside in Kenya, I am ready. But through these government agents, I don't want that process to go on my behalf.
Sawa.
Warudishe pesa zangu. Please, tafadhali.
Sawa. Duncan.
Yes, what I want them to understand is we are not here to fight them and we are not here to fight the government. We are here to tell them to do more, tighten the laws, create awareness and support victims. My question is, these victims, the survivors that came from Myanmar, how are they going to be supported? Are they going to be supported, yes or not? And then we are not desperately going to abroad seeking for jobs because, we are not going abroad because we can't create job opportunities here. Kama gava ya Kenya peke yake imeshindwa ku create jobs hapa Kenya for us, how do you expect us to create those jobs for ourselves? Mahali gava yenye imetu squeeze to that corner. Naget? Yeah.
Virginia Marie.
Yes, Jeff. I feel for them. And for even the one who went to Thailand. And we all know what is happening in Thailand. And where I sit, myself, I cannot even take people to Thailand. Because we all know that is a no-go zone. So we would want the government to do more because we believe those are not the legal agencies, the accredited agencies who are doing that. They wouldn't risk taking somebody to Thailand and cancel their licenses. It's really something that the government needs to look at. Then for them, it is only fair if the deal backfires, let them get their money. The deal was there. If it has backfired, let them get their money. And anything happens when you have those jobs. But if anything comes across in between, these people, they should be refunded back their money. Another thing, Jeff, this is now to the government. When such a thing is happening, it is affecting the industry at large. Whether I was involved with this or I wasn't involved. Because these ones, we were not involved. Myself, I was not involved. Kapea was not involved. My members was not involved. We had this thing on TV, same on news. We were seeing them on KICC. And I came here and I had an interview in the morning for 2 hours speaking about it. So now we need the government also to involve us with some of these things. Because that is where we will even see the loopholes and help these people. And again, does the government do business? It shouldn't license us and again do business. So we would also want the government to let us do business, let them do their work with policies, let them see the loopholes, engage us. We give you more loopholes because we are business people. We understand it more than they do. We will be able now to come up with proper structures to protect our Kenyans.
Yeah. Because these people, they've lost a lot of money.
And like he's saying, exactly. Like he's saying, the awareness. We create awareness, us and the government. Now, the whole process, Jeff, the world is watching. It is the government scamming Kenyans and the agencies. I am part of the agencies who are, because when you mention agencies at large, I'm put in the same basket as an agent. Yeah. And whereas I know, as Virginia was not involved, the others behind me were not involved. So all of us are put in the same basket of rogue agencies who are scamming these people together with the government. Now, when you say the government, we also need to be specific which government, which part of the ministry. Because who is government? Jeff, if I may ask, who is government? Because really, if we say the government, it means all the officers of the government are the one now scamming Kenyans. Now, when it comes to signing the BLAs, if such is being watched, and everyone is watching the news today of government scamming Kenyans, that may affect even the BLAs which are in waiting to be signed. Part of the negotiations so that we can get better deals will be affected. So we need to be very careful when we are having these demands for Kenyans, when the government is getting involved, when something like this comes in, let it get solved before it comes out to where we are today.
Yeah, it's getting very ugly. Francis Waume,
it is getting ugly. Word. Yeah.
Yes. You get the final word.
Yes, Jeff. Kenya needs jobs, like yesterday. And it's not very fair that some people, they take this opportunity to fight others so that they can get their goals. Number one, let's allow everybody do his due diligence and do his work. Number one, in the politics, too much. When somebody like Madam Gloria, because I understand all these people comes from her, when she advertised these jobs, and she told you which is her agency, so that you were advertising this job for, we need to get an answer. When you say that she is helping you in which sense? She brought her people.
Asking the question.
She brought her people, and we recruited them, and her people, most of them are going. Those she told them to withdraw, they are coming office. We are giving them back their money. They have about 47 of them will get money. I promise you, you'll get your money back. You'll get your money back. But you, Mr. Gideon, you have never come and say, guys, I'm not going on with the process. I need money. Because your document are still lying in the office. We need that. Okay, good. Now, let's continue. What we need from the government is just to streamline the industry. We have heard so many Kenyans going through many routes. But the only person they can get hold on is agent. Because the agent is known where he is, where she is. They are registered, and they are legit, and they are known. Somebody who is working underwater and everywhere, they are not those who are taking like Akinanduta with the drugs and other things like that. They are not known where they are. Let the government give the tools to the association. Inasemekanaga wanajuana kwa viremba. When Mishoke discovered there is a problem in Matatu, he told them form SACCOs. And they give the SACCOs power to remove and to admit. So even the agents, if the association are given powers to prosecute or to stop the work, those who are doing the wrong things, we don't do it. And it's very easy. So we are begging the government to give us tools to work, and it will be so easy. Another thing I would like to close with this short. A few months ago, recruitment agencies were not known whether they were existing because they were living in fear. When CS Mutua came in, he put us everywhere, and he told Kenyans, let's work with the legit people, and they will give you good jobs. And he himself was in market for those jobs. Kenyan recruitment agencies are now respected. Before, they could not stand in front of Kanisa instead of Mazishi. Nowadays, they might go for the wedding, and the people, they take them present instead of giving the bridegroom.
But there are still rogue agents.
The rogue agents, if we are given tools as agent, as an association, we have the power to get them, just like the Matatu did. So the law agents, we should also like to know the definition. Who are they? Because the thin line between recruitment and trafficking, he is purely trafficked. These are job seekers going through the right channel. But more Doreen is somebody calling her, smuggling, or because it's her husband. So all these now, they are put together, that is agent doing this. When shall we not give the bad blame to agents?
All right.
Let's let the government give the power to agents, and they will do.
Francis Ohome, make sure that you get their numbers.
They don't get it.
Make sure.
Yes.
So that you can pay them.
Yes.
And we get, we settle this.
We shall settle. All of them, not only them. Everybody who is demanding any money, who paid from Maru or from anything to do with the AICC, come. But knowing well that medical is on you. Okay. Thank you.
Francis Ohome, Virginia Murigi, Calvin, Doreen, Godfrey, Duncan, thank you so much for your time. All right, and Vincent over there, hello, hello, hello. There you go. Thank you so much, guys. It's a great conversation. And we'll keep talking about it, right? We'll keep talking about it until, like you said, we streamline this thing and it becomes a professional thing.
Yes.
I mean, there are 250,000 Kenyans in Saudi alone.
Yes.
Maybe even more, I'm not sure.
Yes.
250,000 in Saudi.
Check the limitants.
We haven't even said Dubai, Doha, Abu Dhabi, Oman.
4.5 in the world.
Kenyans overseas.
If this industry is done well, We don't need to tax anybody in Kenya.
So,
because they bring the money that are not paid back.
I agree. Thanks so much for your time, folks. Thank you for being a part of Jeff Kenenge Live. Remember, if it's Wednesday, it's all about those 3 letters on the keyboard that follow each other. JKL. And on this Labor Day, that's right, it's after midnight, so it's Labor Day. What a topic to speak about labor. From tomorrow morning, we're going to be live at 8 a.m. Please join us. Breaking news all evening and into tomorrow. Join us. It's Labor Day celebrations starting at 8 a.m. right here on Citizen Television. Meantime, thanks so much for being a part of this show. Keep tweeting at Kenenge Jeff.
At Ayub Abdikadir. Happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day to you all.
Happy New Month.
Indeed. At Citizen TV, the hashtag is JKLIVE. Thanks for being a part of the show. Good night, good luck. God bless Kenya.